Hi, I'm Mike Peters. I do Mother Goose and Grimm, but I wanted to tell you a funny story. This happened about 20 years ago, and I did a cartoon, not a great cartoon, but it was, I thought, an adequate cartoon. It was during the O.J. trial, and there was a famous lawyer named Johnny Cochran, and so I did up this cartoon, and it said, how Willy, the killer whale, eventually became Free Willy. You see, I have Johnny Cochran, and then here's a whale behind him, and that was this cartoon. It was a strip. I didn't think much about it, and I put it in the paper and stuff, and so about 3 or 4 weeks later, I'm working on my editorial cartoon, which I would always do every morning. It was around 9 o'clock on the West Coast and 12 o'clock on the East Coast where I was, and I had the O.J. Simpson trial on, and I'm doing my cartoon, and all of a sudden Judge Ito comes out, who ran the trial, and everybody stood up, and I'm drawing, and Judge Ito says, "We can't continue this trial until we take care of this Mike Peters cartoon thing," and I look at the TV set like as if they said my name in cartoon, and then he said, "Well, Johnny, you did pretty well on this Mike Peters cartoon thing." And I said, "Mike Peters cartoon thing, Marion!" I start yelling for Marion. She was upstairs, and I can't believe they're saying my name. And I'm trying to find the thing to tape whatever I'm looking at. And well, it turns out I forgot what cartoon I did. I haven't done any editorial cartoon for about Johnny Cochran in weeks or something, or days, so it turns out that the TV station would cut out the cartoon. I mean, anything about the O.J. trial from the L.A. Times, and so they cut out everything about the O.J. trial, and then let the jurors read the newspaper. But they didn't go to the comic page, and on the comic page, I had done this stupid cartoon about Johnny Cochran and Judge Ito. I mean, and the whale and all that, but I didn't know this. And then they start showing me showing the cartoon on TV. My cartoon, so I wanted to draw a cartoon, the whale on the cartoon, so maybe you guys could follow it. So get your papers and pencils, and let me show you how I did the drawing of the whale. I did a little eye. Here's a little eye like that. Okay, and then I did his head comes down like this, and it's a whale, and it just kind of comes over like that, and then he's smiling a little bit, so he's got a little smile, a whale, and then the bottom of his lips like that, see, and then I put teeth in where the teeth was, and then I had the back of his head like this coming down, and then I came down to where the tail, the bottom of the whale is, the little bottom, and then his little tail like that, and is standing on the ground, like that, and then he's got a hump, a little hump on his back, he's a killer whale, so that's the way killer whales look, like it, and then let me see, and then I had his back was black, and so coming down like that and to there, and then I had a little arm sticking out like that, and then what you want to do is fill in all this black, and then it turns into this killer whale. Well, this is all black, so that's the killer whale, but fill this in or else it won't look like that, But it just shows you, when I did this cartoon, you have no idea what is going to happen to whatever you draw. You put it in the paper, or you put it in on TV, and you know, and you have no idea if it's going to be seen or liked or whatever. And this stopped the OJ trial for 4 hours, for Judge Ito to interview each of the jurors to find out if they were tainted by this cartoon that I did. And here I'm in my pajamas in on the East Coast in Florida, and I stopped the trial on that's going on TV, that's going on in LA. You know, a big time trial. So you have no idea what's going on. You know, you do a cartoon and you just watch. Oh, and I want you kids, go and wash your hands, because it's important. Just like I washed my hands of the cartoon after I did it, not thinking anything about it, but you wash your hands too, to make yourself safe.